pandemic for you people to realize that teachers are American heroes? Oh, so for my COVID project, I decided to write a rap that celebrates everything teachers know and can do. So, in the spirit of Eminem, and I don't mean the candy, or maybe Cardi B, oh, but in my case, maybe Cardio, I'm going to perform this rap for you. But in order to do this rap, I'm going to need some support from the audience because, oh, that's not enough. I need more support because you know what? I need more help. I need help from the great God, Nike. Because when you wear Nike, do you feel like you can just do it? I don't think a 76-year-old woman doing rap was on Nike's vision plan. Hey, but Nike, you gave me the power. So let's do this, right? How hard does it have to be, right? You move like you got a load in your pants. You say, yo, yo, yo. And then, of course, you have to have the obligatory tattoo arm. And then you have to have a grab. And since this is G-rated, we'll have the kindergarten. I got a P grab. And I'm ready to go. I'm a teacher. A licensed teacher with phenomenal features. Yo, 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 kindergarten grab. Oh, oh. I'm a computer expert, a Zoom director. Hi. I'm Google certified, Apple certified, Microsoft certified. I make learning simplified. I'm a researcher, a social worker, a specialist in autism, ADD, and dyslexia. I even force feed those kids with anorexia. You think that's a lot? I'm a teacher, an American hero. We never stop. I teach ELL, English Language Learners. GATE, Gifted and Talented Education. Turning your children into independent learners is my mission. I teach the visual spatial, the kinesthetic, and the oppositionally defiant. I make those nasty-minded kids compliant. I teach the hungry and the homeless. Thanks to me, they are no longer hopeless. Virtually, I taught your kids to strive and be the best they could be. I did not let COVID-19 take them to their knees because I am a teacher, an American hero. We never stop. Big finish now, okay? Here we go. I teach the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic. Oh, wait a minute. Writing and arithmetic begin with R? I want to do that one more time. I teach the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. But I don't teach spelling because those kids got spell check. I teach the 4 C's, communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. And I teach a 5th C, cognitive guided instruction. And let's not forget the newest educational production. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. STEAM. I got steamy. I got steamy. The radiator's hissing. I miss my baby's kissing. Ba 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 boom. Whoa! Wait, wrong generation, wrong time. Sorry, I slipped. All right, so parents, after COVID, when you returned your kids back to class and you were weeping because you were no longer teaching and you were looking forward to happy days, then you better be next to your teacher and stand next to her when she asks for a pay raise. Peace out. Mic drop.
Make a lot of noise. Claire Ratfield. Let her hear it. Yeah.
case you realize I'm Claire and I'm on Medicare. You know, I know you're saying to yourself, why would a woman my age consider doing comedy? But you see, I have such an advantage over these younger comedians, because if I forget my material, I'm adorable. If they forget their material, they're losers. I mean, seriously. So, you know, the essential question you should be asking is, why does anybody do comedy? You know why? Therapy, right? So, you know, the Greeks figured this out 500 years before Christ. They realized that comedy and tragedy would provide this emotional release. And they started first with tragedy. And when they did, they realized that people would just feel this wonderful sensation watching rich and powerful people self-destruct, particularly if they were, okay, I don't do political humor. So rich and powerful people self-destruct, especially if they're arrogant. And so, you know, I don't know if you realize how serious this is. And then, well, to help you understand, I got lost on my routine. How cute is this, right? How cute is this? You know, so tragedies were designed to make a release, and for giving an example, for millennials that may not understand this situation, I'll put it in your terms. So what? Yo, dude. This guy, in the best, like what? He kills his father? Did he marries his mother? Sorry. Marries his mother? Did his mother commit suicide? Oh my God, my life is looking good. All right. Unemployment, not so bad. Homeless, okay. I mean, this is what it's supposed to do. In fact, but tragedy wasn't working. I mean, in fact, Plato supposedly went to Socrates and said, "Hey, Plato, want to go out to the theater tonight and maybe have like a little wine?" And Socrates said, "Hey, no, that stuff is too depressing. I'd rather drink hemlock." That works really well when my audience isn't homeschooled. So they turned to comedies. And so comedy was another way to deal with pain, but they called it comic relief, because it brings you relief watching people suffer, right? So obviously I have spent a lot of time, and I've had a lot of tragedy in my life, so I'd like to share a trauma that I went through, and hopefully we can laugh about it. And that was being a Pee-wee soccer coach. I mean, I don't know if you know about Pee-wee soccer. These are like 4 and 5-year-olds gathered together in the same space and the same time, and they've never played the game, and I'm not allowed to give them instructions. And so, it's other kids. Let me have Einstein explain to you what I was going through. Einstein was sitting in a train, and next to him, another train moved, and he said to himself, "Whoa, I feel like I'm moving. The theory of relativity, E equals EM squared. I can guarantee you there was a mathematician standing on the field the day I worked with the 4 and 5 years old, and he watched me move, and the mathematician said, yo, eureka, chaos theory." It was absolute chaos. I was trying to get their attention. I was trying to give them the good coach, the good coach speech. Okay, here's it goes. There's no I in team. There's no I in team. And I realized they can't spell team. And some of them can't spell I. I mean, this wasn't working. I started gathering it. Okay, here's how you play the game. And Ryan knows this is true. My son, this is true. So okay, I'm going to throw the ball down, and you're going to kick it into that goal. And your parents are going to be celebrating, and you're going to feel good about yourself. I threw the ball down. The other team stole it from them and kicked it into our goal. The other parents were celebrating, and the kids over there felt good, and my team face planted, sobbing, going, "It's not fair. They stole the ball." And I said, "I forgot to tell you something. This is a game of keep away. You have to take the ball away from them." So anyway, okay, I got that going. We all started playing. And then all of a sudden, and then when they start playing, if you see Pee-wee soccer, it's just this large, math group, and I mean, it looks like an amoeba on performance steroids. They're just going back and forth. And then, except some kids break away, there's a group over there, playing with flowers. And there's a group over there doing fart noises under their armpits. And then my strongest kid, my great fitness athlete goes, he wants to show off so he can do fart noises on his armpits and under his kneecap. Okay, so I'm freaking out now. It's an intermission. And okay, so I'm gonna calm down. But now, during intermission, thinking things are calm, they play a game which probably is illegal. They start pantsing themselves. Pantsing, take the pants down, and they try to make each other trip. And so I'm freaking out. And so one little girl comes up to a little boy and pulls down his pants and says, "Oh, that's not fair. He has a toy. I want to play with it." And I said, "Well, what? In 5-10 years from now, that might be an option." And she got defiant and said, "No, I want to play with it right now." And I said, "What? 5-10 years? That might be an option." Now you know why they call it pee-wee soccer. Usually you're helping me on stage because I'm too old, but that was okay. Yeah, my name's Claire, and as you can tell by my face, I'm on Medicare. People wonder why someone my age would consider doing comedy. It's because, if I forget my jokes, I'm adorable. If you forget your jokes, you look like losers. I taught for 48 years, and I only have one regret from teaching, and that was teaching little children spelling, because it turns them into oppositional, defiant idiots. Seriously, the alphabet should come with a warning label. Really, it should say, "Danger, these 26 letters have 45 sounds and 250 ways to merge them, and spelling words, 60% of which don't follow the rules, that can lead to depression, anxiety, thoughts of suicide, and the tendency to develop helium hands, to say, I need to go potty." Is there any irony in the fact that the strategy to teach spelling is called phonics, and it starts with PH? and that's why, in the 19th century, English scholars attempted to go to the Parliament and try to get spelling rules changed. And George Bernard Shaw said, technically, our spelling rules are so stupid that the word fish could be spelled G-H-O-T-I. This is true. Why? Because, well, I'll get it right. Is it not okay? G-O-H, well, because, look at it. G-H, you could get from the word enough, the F sound from enough. Oh. The I, you could get the O, like in women, right? So that's what the I sound. And the sh from the T-I from motion. So G-H-O-T-I spells fish. There's no wonder little kids, little Bobby comes into class and he goes, "I'm so excited, I'm gonna spell, I'm gonna read, I got all my sounds, baby Bible boo, and he goes, teacher, I got a secret for you. You know what? There's a baby Bible boo, that E at the end, it's like got superpowers. It's like an Avenger. It's like Loki, because we know what it does? It goes into the word like hat, and then it reaches over and it hits the A in its butt, and the A screams its name, and hat becomes hate. Isn't that cute, teacher? Did you know he had superpowers? That he had to, I just want you to know that, because I learned that when my mommy told me that. Anyway, okay, so I'm ready now. Give me the words. Okay. H-A-T, hat. G-A-S, gas. W-A-S, oh, come on, teacher, you gave me gas. You know that's Wes. Oh, no, teacher. You're not following the rules. That's not Wes. I mean, that's Wes. That's not Wes. Do you see a U in there? If that otherwise, gas would be gas. No, teacher, you got talk to the hand. No, teacher, you gotta stop. You gotta follow the rules. You're driving me crazy. Okay, give me the long sounds. I'm ready. Okay. F-A-T-E, faint. G-A-V-E, gave. G-I-V-E, gave. Oh, no. Don't you do it again to me, teacher. No. Okay, so did you see that little silent letter at the end? Okay, in a minute now, Loki's going to wake up, and he's going to bitch slap that one in, and it's going to yell at his name, and it's going to go, gave. No, don't you dare. No, stop it, teacher. I can't take it anymore. Do you know what my fourth grade friend told me? Do you know what she told me? She said, there are these words that end in O-U-G-H, and they all sound different. Something rough, cough, tough, bow, through, though, drought. Enough, I can't take it anymore. Stop throwing these mystery letters and sounds at us. You're making me so upset. I think I have to go potty. I think I peed in my pants. Oh, I pooped too. Oh, no, teacher. So when little Bobby was doing his passion report on horses, I mean. He smelled it horse. So the teacher knew what he had said, but said nothing. But this is what she heard, this is what he said. My passion report, horse. I love horse. Horse love me. I love black horse, brown horse, white horse, polka dotted horse. I like all kinds of horse. I like how I feel when I ride horse. My daddy loves horse too. And he says when I'm rich enough, I can buy all the horse I want. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have to say this is the first time on stage because my husband just died. I know, and I just want you to know thank you so much because I channeled him and he wanted me to do this. He used to preview all my comedy, so thank you very much. No, you're okay. Anyway, so I think at my old age, I keep thinking that if your body withers, your DNA, your ADD goes away. But my ADD just, it's fast and furious. What can I tell you? I mean, but ADD gets such a bad rap because for every one negative, there are 10 positives. Think about it. I mean, if you got ADD, you know, you're enthusiastic, you're energetic. I mean, I'm like a Energizer bunny on crack cocaine. And the only problem is that your negatives can really hurt you. And I have a little bit of a cluttering problem. And as part of my ADD, my husband was OCD about organization. And I said to him, darling, I don't understand. I don't know why we're in the same time-space continuum. I said, darling, what is it about me? Why do you stay with me? He goes, it's your pension plan. And then he says, shake your boobs, because that's the only proper punctuation for that joke. You all know my husband has passed. I'm doing this for grief therapy, but, and he wrote that joke, so shout out to Terry. Great joke. Thank you, Terry. Anyway, so it shows a difference between my husband and I. You just have to look at our sock drawers. You look at his sock drawer, they look like little tin soldiers, color-coded, that stand up and salute him in the morning and go, good morning, sir. What will you be wearing today, sir? Will it be the no-show, sir, or the OTC, sir. You go to my sock drawer, it's my socks, my underwear, or maybe my adult diapers, my Spanx, my phone chargers, my mismatched Tupperware lids. I mean, it's just one big accordion net. And as you all know, I taught for 48 years, so when I was teaching, it used to take me an extra 15 minutes to get to school just to unravel everything, you know. My husband said, there's a place for everything, and everything has a place. Well, I had a place. It was out. It was there, and oh, maybe it's even there. His place was away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where is the way? After you cleaned up your house and after COVID, how many of you found things that you never knew you had because you put them away, right? Well, like this one friend of mine, she found a little gift card from a fancy boutique in Newport Beach. The only problem is she had gained the COVID-50, and if she tried to wear one of those little spandex dress numbers, she'd look like a wine barrel going on a stroll. So I ask you, where is a way? Is it in a cupboard? Is it in a drawer? Is it in a file cabinet? Is it in your glove compartment? Is it in a closet? The secret door to Narnia? Where is a way? I don't know where it is. I didn't realize how bad my cluttering problem was when I was a teacher until when I retired, 2 custodians went off therapy, and that's how I knew. But I used to really try to clean my room. It was something I tried, and to realize how hard I tried, I have to tell you a story about something that happened 20 years ago. Do you remember when they put the pictures of missing children on the back of milk cartons? Do you remember that? Yeah. Well, I was cleaning my room, and I found one of those missing kids. She was in the closet, applying for college. And anyway, what was I going to do next? I was going to do which piece was I going to do next? Do you know what I was going to do next? This is. I told you, I'm being adorable right now. So, I'm just going to do my Christian one. Well, because I've become more spiritual in my older age, and I've found out that I've become a Buddhist Catholic. Well, the Catholics kind of had a little problem with that pedophilia kerfuffle. And, yeah, well, and I don't want anybody to think that I abandoned Jesus Christ, Lord, our Savior. I mean, after all, he's got his own musical. Jesus Christ, superstar, right? And but and anybody, and think about him. He's got blue eyes and long hair. He's gorgeous, right? And anybody that walks 40 days and 40 nights across the desert, he's got to be fit, don't you think? I mean, if Jesus Christ were on Tinder, you wouldn't swipe left. You'd swipe more like this. Talk about an influencer. Anyway, now, Buddha, not the same look. Okay, Buddha, at 450 pounds, the medical provision deems him morbidly obese. And but you know what? He's what he is. He's a model for social emotional intelligence. Because he's always happy. You see that happy Buddha? I mean, he's 450 pounds. He's chanting. He's going, Om Mane Padme Hamburger. Om Mane In-N-Out Burger with animal fries. They say the Buddha never performed a miracle, but at 350 pounds, don't you think it's kind of a miracle that he can cross his legs? It's just, and they're giving me the light. At my age, going to the light has a whole different meaning. In fact, when they say that's my time, they call 911. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Thank you very much. Not only was I I was an Irish Catholic from Wisconsin. Yeah. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Green Bay Packers. My first step as a baby was 10 yards out and I cut to the right. Because I used to love to play football when I was a little girl. In fact, my gender identification, they call me tomboy. Today, you have all these letters. It's like LGBTQ, T, X, Y, sometimes Y. I mean, I'm not making fun of people's gender decisions. It's just that you guys have too many letters. And I can't remember them. I can't even remember my Google password, and it's my birthday. I mean, it's just, what are you doing to me? So I used to play a game when I was a kid. I used to play a game called Shirts and Skins. You know what that is? Yeah, that's where you put, so you would have teams, one with shirt without. Anyway, until my mother called me in and said, Claire, you'll not be playing that Shirts and Skins game. Look at your breast. It's swelling. I said, Mom, I caught the football wrong. She said, no, darling, this is a glorious moment in your life. It's called puberty. And any day now, that swelling will grow into lemons. But if you notice, God has blessed me. And maybe you too. They might grow into cantaloupes. But anyway. So I swear, my mother turned my body into a fruit basket. I don't know what she's thinking. But puberty is a very, very difficult time for parents. It really is, because they don't know what to do when their kids wake up screaming, oh my God, my parents are doing it. They don't know what to do. So they leave it up to the state of California for sex education, which is always a smart way. And I remember the first time I was in one of those classes, and they divide the boys in one room and the girls in the other, because God forbid they should know what's going on. And then I went into the girls' room, and it was taught by the nurse, and her presentation was like Disney. She showed a Walt Disney movie. Walt Disney presents Puberty and the 7 Menstrual Cycles. Mean, moody, miserable, neurotic, nasty, bitchy, and insane. And of course, being Disney, they had to have animated ovaries and fallopian tubes, right? Tap dancing across the uterus. Let me entertain you. And I remember hearing a little girl in the back going, no wonder my sister has cramps. Anyway, so then you go to the boys' room, and it was taught by the school psychologist who happened to be a spinster and had never been with a man in her life. And so the state of California, she had to, by law, give this presentation, and she had a condom in one hand and a cucumber in the other. And she said, this is a and the little boy in the back goes, what did you say? Look at your book. What does your book say? P-E-N-I-S, pens. That's it, nailed it, pens. Can you imagine when those 6th grade boys went back into their classroom and the teacher said, take out your pens? And all the boys duck and cover and says, I don't care what the bitch says, I am not whipping it out. So, anyway, so I've become very religious in my older age. I've become a Buddhist Catholic. And the Catholics kind of had a little problem with that pedophilia kerfuffle. And the Buddhists, as you know, Buddhism, it teaches the way, and the Catholics have kind of lost their way. I mean, I don't want any Christians to think I've abandoned Jesus Christ, Lord, our Savior, because after all, he has his own musical. Jesus Christ, superstar. And have you seen Jesus? I mean, seriously? Long hair, blue eyes, abs. Any guy that walks 40 days and 40 nights across the desert has got to be fit. And in fact, if Jesus Christ were on Tinder, you wouldn't swipe left. You'd swipe more like this. Talk about an influencer. And now Buddha, not the same look at 450 pounds. The happy Buddha, the medical profession deemed him morbidly obese. And but you know what? He's a model for social emotional intelligence. Because regardless of the fact that he's so fat, he's chants and he's happy. We all should be that way. He chants and goes, mane pane, hamburger, mane pane, in and out burger, with animal fries. Now I know that they say Buddha never performed a miracle, but at 450 pounds with his legs crossed don't you think it's kind of a miracle that he can cross his legs? Just a thought. Anyway, my time. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.